Good morning. My name is Jana Lunden. I'm representing Moms for Ireland. I'm the founder of the Natural Women's Council, which is a grassroots group in Ireland committed to protecting the well-being, health and safety of children and family values. We are mothers, daughters, sisters, and grandmothers, and we are rising together because the world is trying to forget who we are. But we will not be forgotten. We will not be erased. Through our advocacy, we mobilize communities, challenge political overreach, and empower citizens to push back against radical ideologies that do not serve us or our children. In March of 2024, the Irish government attempted something unthinkable. In a national referendum costing millions of euros of public funds, they proposed to erase the words woman, mother, and home from Bunreacht na Heron, which is our Irish constitution. They tried to bring in a term called durable relationships to redefine the family. Mother, home, and woman are the very words that anchor our identity, our families, and our society. But the people of Ireland rose, and the Natural Women's Council mobilized communities in every county across the nation. We took to the streets. We handed out hundreds of thousands of leaflets. We had conversations that others were too afraid to have. We stood against every political party, every publicly funded NGO, and in the NGO sector in Ireland, there are 32,000 NGOs that get $6 billion a year in public funds. Every one of those political parties and NGOs were telling us as mothers to sit down and be quiet. But what happened? 75% of Irish people voted no. No to erasure. No to the devaluation of motherhood, and no to the destruction of truth. This was more than a political victory. It was a cultural awakening. It was a reminder that when women rise and mothers rise, the nations listen. A mother is not just a woman who gives life. We are the force that sustains it. There is no role more vital, more sacred, and more powerful than the role of a mother. To protect, to nurture, and to teach. To raise the next generation with strength, love, and courage. In a world that seeks to degrade and deconstruct what it means to be a woman, we are here today to rebuild, to remind, and to reignite the eternal truth. And that truth is that mothers are the roots. From strong roots, we grow strong children, which grows strong nations. But this mission cannot end at the ballot box from that referendum. The Natural Women's Council are urgently campaigning for education reform, to remove radical ideologies from the classroom. Children are not political pawns. Our schools are not battlegrounds for gender theory and state-approved activism. As mothers, we oppose the state teaching our children to be cultural Marxists and foot soldiers for their global agenda. In my children's school, a Catholic school in rural Ireland, there was a sign in the school hall that said global citizenship. And you will find that term throughout the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, UNESCO, and the World Health Organization, and we say no. What children need is education, not indoctrination. Critical thinking, not critical theory. Truth, not confusion. Because education is freedom and indoctrination is slavery. We want our children to grow up to be informed, to be resilient and capable, not programmed to just repeat slogans, but empowered to ask questions, to think, and to lead. That's why we are so proud to have traveled from around the world today to stand here with Moms for Freedom in Washington, D.C., because this is a movement that reflects the values of the Natural Women's Council, which is to protect families, defend our children, and preserve the values that make nations strong. We are not radical. We are not extreme. Despite the legacy media reporting that this was a right-wing gathering, I beg to differ. We are not right-wing. We are not left-wing. We have mother wings. Our children are watching. The future is in our hands, and we will not let them down. Thank you.